Welcome back, everyone. I'm MoeChicken, and we are back with more Radical Dreamers. In the last episode, we did things. So, I'll be honest with you. I actually recorded the last episode as part of a batch, and the last episode of that recording batch is actually going to cover what we're going through today. The recording messed up. I got all frustrated and I haven't recorded Radical Dreamers for a while, so do forgive me if I try to remember what's going on. Before long, we come to an ascending staircase on the left. The passageway also continues on ahead. Let's see. I think we were going to the catacombs, because I believe we got the key. Yeah, we got the key from Ismeld, and now we have to go back and check on that old man. All right. Yeah. Continue on the passage. Eventually, come to the branch. Turn left to take the atrium. And we also went to the kitchen, didn't we? Yeah, we did the kitchen thing. Okay, yes. I remember where we are now. Yeah, we're going to do this. Because I wound up in the kitchen intending to go to the catacombs, which admittedly is not something that happens to me terribly often. Okay, the goblin's key should open this door, Kid says, putting the key into the lock. With a click, the door unlocks. The door opens with a deep creak. Okay. Damp air creeps up from below, peering into the dark, decrepit place. I wonder how I ever got talked into coming to a place like this. Catacombs? Well, those are bars. This seems more like a jail. It's a jail cell. This is a jail. This isn't a catacomb. Unless they locked up all the dead bodies in the catacomb, I'm not really sure, actually. We find ourselves in a long hallway, flanked on both sides by rows of countless jail cells. The cold iron bars stretch on in front of us endlessly. 1, 2, 3.
Gorba, Merkid, Zoranda, forgive me.
A quiet, sobbing voice seems to be coming from the third cell on the right. It's this spooky shadow. I peer around the corner into the cell. In this dim, damp space, an old man sits in solitude, quietly mumbling to himself. What does he look like? Is he wearing like a muffler? Is it a beard? Oh, okay. Maybe? I'm trying to figure out what this man looks like. He's looking to the right. He's sitting and looking to the right. And I can see his nose. Does he have a bald head? Is his head bald on top? And he's got hair? Or is his head? I can't tell. It's an old man. Hey, mister.
Everyone, and it was all because of me. Every last one of the dragoons. Miss Riddell, even the general. Oh, forgive me, please.
Ignoring us, the old man continues to mutter, staring at the floor as he rocks back and forth. Hey, can you hear me? Kid says, shaking the bars a little. Clank, clank.
He will not hear a thing. He has constructed a wall around himself,
Magil says. What do you mean? I ask Magil.
A wall used for shielding one's mind from reality. After being exposed to horrific events, tremendous amounts of pain and guilt has this effect on a person. He has made a safe world inside his own mind, where he retreats into. From there, he refuses to acknowledge anything he does not want to admit.
I noticed that talking about this has given Magil a sort of sad, lost look on his face. Noticing my glance, he quickly turns away from me. Strange. Magil somehow reminded me of Kid just then. When Magil turns back, his usual blank expression has returned.
Does this make sense to you, Serge?
Magil asks. Yeah, pretty much. Magil continues, looking at Kid and me.
We rarely see the walls we're trapped within. However, given time, some can come to understand and possibly even break free of these shortcomings. I
wait for Magil to finish, but he doesn't end up saying anything. I'd ask, but, oh well. The mind. Revealing itself to itself. Huh. And scene. And back to the same scene. So we can't help this old geezer. Let's get back to work, Kid says, already heading for the door. Wait, Kid, Magil calls out.
Somehow or another, we may yet find a way into this man's mind.
What good will that do?
Didn't you hear what he was talking about? The Dragoons, Riddell, General Viper.
Oh, he's probably just into old folklore. Okay, if we're to be believed, the fall of Reggiana and all of this happened within all of our lifetimes. I wouldn't call that folklore. That's like calling history from 5 years ago folklore. Come on, kid.
I have a feeling his knowledge will prove to be useful. I want to help him. He's a bro. He's a mental wall bro. Certainly he has heard something of importance concerning our situation, Maggle says.
Fine. Well, I guess we ought to help the old bloke out with his troubles over here. What do you say we do? Kid asks.
Somehow we have to put an end to this.
What? Kid says, looking up. You got a problem with me? What? Eh? No? That's not what I meant. I don't even know why you assumed that. Before I can explain, Kid's fist suddenly flies into my face. Narrowly avoiding the blow, I look up to see Maggle starting to speak again. We're having our own little comedy scene over here while Maggle's just hanging out with his mental barrier bro.
We must find a way to break beyond his wall. For every locked door there exists a key, so to speak. We'll never make any progress with this man until we know what lies in his past. I will save you, jailed bro.
What you talking about, a key? Kid asks.
I do not know either. I just think it's gonna be the case, okay? It's important to me, Michael answers. However, there is at least one person in Viper Manor who does.
Riddell!
Indeed.
Oh. Well, we've never met her before. Why do we immediately assume she could do it? It's like, I know, the person we know nothing about. They probably have the answer, honestly. The flag we haven't tripped yet. Alright, I want to go up the staircase. I want to go up. Let's see. Oh, wait, no. Turn right towards the atrium. Yeah. Atrium, get back to Riddell's place. Cool. Oh, yes, the room full of dead fish. I forgot about this. Hello, naked baby. Why are you here? Stinky, stinky room filled with fish. Yeah. Yep. Backtrack. We're almost there. Just gotta backtrack. Head down the passageway. Just gotta backtrack. Haha! The quarters of Riddell, Lynx's adopted daughter. For whatever reason, we know this. I don't know why we know this, but we're assuming this. I mean, it could be anyone's room who likes nice things, but no, it's clearly Riddell's room. Come to a comfortably decorated room. Small trinkets have been placed on the desk and shelves, adding some charm. The owner of this room has obviously gone to great lengths to try to bring a somewhat graceful lifestyle to this otherwise dark mansion. Still, the room seems to carry an unsettling stillness with it. Is someone there? I instantly hide behind the door, trying to figure out where that voice came from. It sounded like a girl, but it wasn't Kid. It's this person who instantly appeared over there. It's Lynx's adopted daughter, Riddell. It has to be her. Odd. I could have sworn I heard someone come in, she says. Apparently she hasn't seen us yet. What do? I keep myself hidden behind the door. Suddenly, Kid bolts out from behind. How did Kid get in before anyone else? She silently comes up behind Riddell, putting a knife to her throat. We've come for the frozen flame. Where is it? Kid yells in a low, strict voice. Kid, there's no need to be like that, I say, trying to calm her down. Quite, Serge. Riddell giggles at the two of us. What's so funny? Kid says in a tight tone. Oh, come on. You can't be thieves. You're far too noisy. I would not say such things if I were you. Well, then go ahead and cut me. At that moment, I picture in my head Riddell collapsing with a blue face smeared in blood. Kid, look at her. She's not going to hurt us. Damn it. All right. Still, I don't think I'm not keeping an eye on you. The feeling is mutual, Riddell says. Don't worry, we're not your enemies. We're not after your power. We're not after your mysterious powers that we know about, I guess. I don't know. Not really sure. I say to Riddell, trying to keep cool. We've just come to talk. If there's anything you could tell us about the Frozen Flame, or perhaps the Acacia Dragoons. Hearing these words, a somber look comes over Riddell's face.
After a moment, she begins to speak.
The frozen flame. It was kept in a kingdom to the north for centuries, legend has it. With its subtle, mysterious power, it allegedly could guide people and change history, all while somehow remaining elusive to those who sought it, or so I've heard. At the time of that kingdom's downfall, it was seized from its resting place, passed from hand to hand. Finally, it came into the possession of my father, General Viper. Lynx approached my father as a friend years ago. Blindly trusting him, my father was taken advantage of by Lynx and unable to realize his true intentions. And so on that fateful day, struck down by his alleged friend, my father was robbed and left for dead. Averting her eyes, Riddell buries her face in her hands. I didn't know Lynx was behind all of this at the time he took me into custody. I was just a child. That cursed rock, I didn't know anything about it, and I don't want to. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I want nothing more than to see all this come to an end, she says with tears in her eyes. It's all very dramatic. I'm taken aback hearing these words. Suddenly, Magil comes forward and he's forward to speak.
I have to help a bro. Do you know of the old man, my bro, who is currently locked away in the catacombs?
The traitor. I don't care if he's your bro. Because of him, my father, my dear Zorander.
Please, miss. He's a bro.
Turning her back on us, Riddle pauses. After a moment, she turns around, letting out a deep sigh. Oh, I like her dress. It's cool. It looks very priestessy from a video game.
Yes, I know of the man whom you speak.
He is an Acacia Dragoon, is he not?
Magil asks.
He was,
before he spent countless days and nights locked up in the torture chamber. Oh, we know where that is! Losing his mind as well as his identity in the process. I remember the day they removed him from that dreadful room, beaten within an inch of his life.
The torture chamber you speak of, it is the room upstairs with the trap ceiling, correct?
Riddell nods silently.
Perhaps we may find a clue to his past there,
says Magil. Oh, I'd hoped it wouldn't come to this.
If you must search that room, be sure you have the Einlanzer with you before you do.
I what? Kit asks.
It is a holy white sword created long ago by ancient sages along with its...
Okay, this is something... I'm going to complain a little bit. Let me start by saying this is my subjective opinion. If you like Chrono Cross, that's great. Good for you. I have a lot of problems with Chrono Cross. This is one of them. This game introduced the concept of the Masamune becoming evil. Now, in Chrono Trigger, there is no hint of this. It is a glorious sword that is designed to save the world, blah, blah, blah. For whatever reason, Masato Kato was like, hey, you know what? Let's take all the good things from Chrono Trigger and make them bad. Y'all want to do that? Y'all want to ruin everything about Chrono Trigger in our next game? Cool. Love it. I hate this. I hate the fact that they invented a new sword that they just decided was... They basically took the Masamune as it was in Chrono Trigger, and they're like, no, we're not going to call that Masamune anymore. That's going to be called it's going to be called the Einlanzer, and now we're going to create an evil sword and call it the Masamune. It's just so frustrating, because, like, it's one of the many things about Chrono Cross that stomps on the reputation of its predecessor, and it drives me crazy. Okay, end of rant. Right, that was quite a bit. Are you done? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm done. You can go. All right. It was the Acacia Dragoon's most prized weapon. It once glided through the air in Zorander's hand, shimmering like a star. Now, however, the Dragoons are all but extinct. The sword has been stored somewhere in the mansion, as though it was some sort of trivial memento. It is much more than a common sword, though. Shielded by its magical enchantment, like the Masamune from Chrono Trigger, yes, it's correct. Its bearer will be protected against many forms of evil, like the Masamune in Chrono Trigger. It really gets to me, okay? It frustrates the heck out of me. I'm sorry. Thinking of these memories long gone, thinking of these memories of days long gone, again, Riddell hangs her head in sadness. Oh, I wish I could be of more help to you. I apologize. No, that was plenty. Kid says, heading out of the room.
But I wish I was more powerful like you people,
Riddell says, biting her lip, not pictured. Stopping in the doorway, Kid looks over her shoulder. Strength didn't get us here. Power comes from believing in yourself.
I see. Well, I wish you luck.
As she heads out of the room, Kid mutters,
Hope it ain't bad luck.
Alright. Well, I ranted for a while and we got an info dump, and now it looks like we're up against time. So in the next episode, I guess we will try to find the Einlanzer. I have an idea of where it is. We've encountered a sword before, so that's where we'll start our search next time, but yeah, we're gonna go find the Einlanzer, not the Massamune. Einlanzer. So frustrating. Anyway, I'm the MoeChicken, this is Radical Dreamers, and thanks for stopping by, even when I rant.